pencil, ink, and markers, some regular markers, some Sharpie, and some opaque paint markers. So that's where you get the gold and then this white and the silver also. Again, so I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and so my girls. So, and football season was kind of hanging in the balance. Didn't know if it was going to happen this year because of the lockout. So I titled this one "Steal a Girl," but it's also, like basically a end the lockout sort of thing. This one's called Business Casual, and again, you can see the marker, the paint markers, and alongside the regular marker Sharpie, some warm and cool gray tone marker work in there as well. It's kind of difficult to see or discern because of the brown sketch paper, which is really, really rough. So this is one of the first of the 9 muses. This is Polyhymnia, which of course is the muse of gospel poetry and song.
It's so interesting because even the ones that you were showing me before, this whole series so far, they have a strong look of being like lithographs.
Yeah, well,
really beautiful,
the
detail.
paper is really, really strong, and it's really, really rough. As a matter of fact, it's so rough that it's wreaking havoc on the points and tips of a lot of my markers. But this is Calliope, and that's the muse of epic poetry. And this is Talia, the muse of comedy, so she's at the Improv, and she performs there every night, and no one finds her material funnier than she does. And she keeps a pitcher of wine on the stage.
Okay.
She doesn't need a fancy glass either.
That's why she thinks it's funny.
This is Cleo, the muse of history, so got the open books and the globe. This is Urania. She's the muse of astronomy and science.
And this is a new series?
Yeah, I just finished this series. This series I started in August, and I just finished it. This is Melpomene, and she's the muse of tragic poetry and song. You see the little tragic mask right there.
Let me see if I can go in. No, I can't go in that far.
This is Terpsichore, and she's the muse of dance. This is Euterpe, and she's the muse of music. And this is Erato, and she's the muse of erotic poetry and song.
She's the last one?
Yes, she's the last one.
Of the series? So this is the entire series?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all 9 of them. Oddly enough, she was the first one that I drew.
What made you want to do a series like this? So interesting.
Well, I thought that I wanted to do something a little different than what I was doing, and I was like, I had the idea about the 9 muses, and so I thought that, it's an idea that I've been fiddling with, it kind of been sitting in the back of my head, and I said, you know what, let me move forward with that. So I just kind of got into it, and then I thought about what I was going to do it on, and I had this pad of this rough sketch paper, and I said, well, let me see what happens if I kind of rock with this. And so started with her, and I liked the way it turned out. So once I did her on it, I had to do the rest of them on it. And it just kind of fell together and it kind of worked. It came together nicely. I had to pick up some extra markers though to make the thing really work out, to make the colors really come forward. Now, because the paper's so rough, it really killed two white opaque markers, paint markers. It just beat them up, put them out of service. So I had to buy more markers. But it worked out for the best. I'm really happy with the way that they came together. I think that they really both kind of feeling that's unique to each of the muses. In terms of what they're known for, what art they represent. So I think that it kind of came together and it works out really well.